clearly demonstrate which problem that you're solving using your blockchain technology. And obviously, the bigger that the problem is, the more interesting your story is, right? And then, you know, so it all begins with the problem you're solving. And right now, there's no shortage of problems in the current state of the internet. There's no lack of vulnerability, or no shortage of lacks of vulnerability as it relates to cybersecurity, as it relates to inefficiencies and friction around payments and identity and all these different things. And so start with the problem you solve, then uniquely how you solve it. And I think that's the best way to get the media interested and rise above the noise. Media is not as great as we crack it up to be, right? We chase the story that sells attention. And so right now, again, what sells attention is not necessarily your technology. What sells attention is, you know, the hype around your ICO or the ICOs that maybe shouldn't be getting the attention. So I think you got to focus on the opportunities to get media when you can, because every startup needs coverage. I think you start small. You go where people are willing to listen to you, willing to give you the ink or the space on their blog or their portfolio and cover actually what you're doing. And I think you just continue to innovate and you continue to build real technology, and you don't worry about whether you're in the hype cycle or not. As a matter of fact, I think if you're not in the hype cycle and you're just a steady player, once that hype cycle turns, then the real media, the mainstream media, as you're speaking, will find the technologies that matter, and at that point you'll get the kind of coverage that really matters. So I would say be patient, and I would say try and stay out of the hype cycle and just build a great company, build a great technology, and then when the hype cycle ends, which it will, you can then capitalize on being one of the ones that remain and take all the media at that point versus the fragmented media that you can get today. I decided to come to the forum because I think it's important. I don't think this is a Western thing or an Eastern thing. I think this is a global phenomenon, and I think that, you know, Singapore is one of the great international cities in the world, and I commend LATOKEN for picking it, for putting this great event on. There's over 1,200 people here, and it's been a great conference.